Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. So I just want to remind you guys again, there is protest coming on the 20th of this month, October, against the injustice in Nigeria and against the mayhem, the affliction, and how the federal government of Nigeria or the cabals are marginalizing the Igbo. Please, if you have not saved the date, I'm reminding you guys again. That's why I will keep on making videos till that very day. In this particular video, we are still going to talk about the injustice against Igbo and the marginalization of the Igbos in Nigeria. Recently, bandits was an expressway to kidnap a lot of Nigerians in the bus, and they took them in the forest. And anyway, before, I just want you guys to be watching it step by step.
Say moto. See? Just now. Fulani herdsmen. Yeah, this is Lagos Benin or expressway. Just now. See them. Now inside this bush they enter. Can you go in lower?
Ciao Fulani ẹ. Wọ́n ti mú man kan lọ. Wọ́n ti mú wọnú mò ń wò wọ́n báyìí. Wọ́n mú wọnú títí. That be that. How be this one? I don't will be this. Why would they run for this people? What is people do? Have been. They don't carry gun. They carry gun.
Sun kama baba. See.
What they hold that from? Oh man, for this kind of road, no security. Now Fulani now.
Fulani herdsmen, no. They pursue us. Fulani herdsmen pursue us.
These are also bandits sharing money. They are sharing money, the money they collected from ransom. They are sharing it even with their face on camera. This is an Android phone. They posted it online. In all of this is not a problem to Nigerian government. These are what the bandits are doing in Nigeria. Kidnapping is not one of the renest business for them. Now, the reason I'm showing you guys so that you guys will understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going. Some certain video that I made before, I posted it, Facebook deleted it, I posted it on YouTube deleted it, I posted it on social media, they delete it. In the process of how these people were executing people, buying, all they were doing. I even blur them, they're not greedy, they're still not greedy, they still remove them. So for that, I will just use my mouth to talk about it. Do you know that these bandits, not just them kidnapping people, demanding ransom, the one will not pay, they will record down, buy, set them for online. After all of this that they have done, some of them will not sit down and say, okay, we don't repent. They are not repenting like, okay, we are repenting and not shouting, oh, they're not shouting their praises or whatsoever, whatever way they worship. No. They are repenting with sophisticated weapon, not surrendering. They will not tell you that we will still have our AK-47, we have our weapon, just that we will no longer be living in the forest, we'll just be walking around. I posted a video of it before. But in all of this, their face is on social media. I also posted a video before, if you have not watched it, on how the IG of police said that, oh, those people, they just repented, so we should leave them. No problem, we cannot arrest or deal with people that repent. If you have not watched it, I also want you guys to watch it. It's a very short clip.
But reported bandits coming out for peace deals, and you want to know what my reaction is to that. Criminals who want to embrace peace, we won't shut the doors to them. If they want to surrender, they are welcome.
Now, in all of this that is happening, it is not a problem for them. As long as Hausa Fulani, you buy person, is not a problem. They can do anything you want to do. The problem of Nigeria is Nnamdi Kanu to the federal government because it's an Igbo. Now, I want you guys to watch this particular video of Arise TV News, what this man said. In all of this, I want you guys to listen to, so that you understand that these Igbo people have really been marginalized. I want you guys to watch it too, be right back.
Some Nigerians are now calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. We are seeing these hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu all over social media, including Vice President Atiku Abubakar, activist Omoyele Sowore, and other Southeast leaders. And I know that this is coming especially after we saw reports from the North Katsina State, specifically of officials holding peace meetings with terrorist leaders under Operation Safe Corridor with pledges of reconciliation. I mean, meanwhile, we know that Nnamdi Kanu, who I believe was discharged at one point in 2022 by the Court of Appeal, remains in detention. And these are the conversations that we're seeing online. Now, how do you reconcile these apparent double standard in the government's approach in dealing with Nnamdi Kanu's case? Now, do you believe there is any sort of ethnic or regional dimension to how the federal government treats security challenges in the Southeast versus the Northwest?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question, OJ. Clearly, Section 40 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended guarantees the right to peaceful assembly and association. So I'm very happy that despite the veil and the veil of silence that has existed all over the country, Nigerians are waking up to their responsibility and demanding for justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if it takes for them to have a peaceful protest, then that's what it will take. I've endorsed that we all should speak up now. The truth is that in Nigeria there appear to exist two sets of rules. One specifically for the Igbos and another for the other Nigerians, especially in the administration of criminal justice in Nigeria, where an Igbo man, goes through a whole lot of challenges than any other tribe in Nigeria. That bias, I don't know where it exists and comes from, maybe since after the post-Civil War. But we are all Nigerians, regardless of our ethnic backgrounds, regardless of our cultural backgrounds. The same right that exists for a Northerner, for a Yoruba man, for any other tribe otherwise minded, is the same right that should exist for the Igbo man. There shouldn't be any special exceptions. I mean, look at Nnamdi Kanu. See, look at what we are fighting is even to get treatment. There are a whole lot of people in that gap previously that were held by the state that even demanded to go overseas to get treatment for their ailments. But in Nnamdi Kanu, it seems that we have to go 10 steps further, sometimes more challenges, uphill task, to even get the government to consider giving adequate medical treatment to Nnamdi Kanu. You also look at in the administration of criminal justice, the charges that have been put forth to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when others that were also in the same gap were pardoned or exonerated by the court. At the determination of the court, they were free. But Nnamdi Kanu has been subjected for 10 years in trial. 10 years in trial, and to no end would that happen. So, but as of today, a lot of Nigerians are coming together to say enough is enough. Look at the recent pardon of Mr. President. He pardoned everybody, even those who are drug lords, those who have murdered people in the country. Yet Nnamdi Kanu has not been proved either through the court testimonies of witnesses or otherwise minded that he has committed any offense. Yet he's been subjugated and he's been subjected to almost like his rights as a person have been dehumanized. So what we are asking for is for the government to be able to look critically on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to ensure that fundamentally that this is the aspirations and hope of people, especially of the Igbo tribe, that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, it will bring about it will bring security in the Southeast. It would enhance productivity, and at the same time allow the Igbos to freely be engaged in various activities that Igbos are running away from because of high crime and criminality, banditry and assassination. So, for Mr. President it would also help Mr. President consolidate his goodwill in the Southeast. But for him, and then you look at, I'm sorry to say, but when you look at his prosecution team, every member of his prosecution team are Yoruba. So the judge is Yoruba. It now appears as if it's a war between the Yoruba tribe and the Igbo tribe. It shouldn't be like that. So for us, it is critically important for the government to be circumspect about this, and the Igbos are asking for it, and that this is our this is our hope and aspiration, that the president can consider universally the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that Southeast can return to peace, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can come to his family and be engaged in productive activities as he has been previously. That he's demanding and demanding for the welfare and well-being of his people is not, again, it's not a crime. Right. Anybody can demand for the betterment of their people. After all, their people, which are the Igbos, themselves have felt exceedingly marginalized in this project called Nigeria. But we are Nigerians. We need to come together and work together, hand in hand, to ensure that what is good for the other tribes and what is good for every other person is also good for the Igbo man, and begin to stop this hatred, biases that occur when it's an Igbo man than otherwise stated.
Thank God that elites are standing up. They are saying that, okay, enough is enough. You either persecute this guy and sentence him to some certain years, or you free him. You cannot keep on gambling with his life. So it is not going to be between the federal government and the citizen. If you know you love Nigeria, we are not doing this for the Igbo. We are doing it for the common justice for anybody, because it can happen to you. Nnamdi Kanu happen to be more privileged because he is a very famous person. There are a lot of people in prison today because they don't have anybody to speak for them. So if you are fighting against injustice, you must do it with your own heart. Now, I want you guys to watch this particular video of VDM, what he said. We'll be right back.
All right, so I see Omoyele Sowore, they organized protests for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and surprisingly, Atiku Abubakar also say we are marching together on the 20th of October. We are marching to Aso Rock to demand the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It has been long overdue, to be very, very honest, because it is pure injustice. Now, in the north, you don't give amnesty and you set up a peace deal with terrorists who enter villages by people. Do you understand? These people where they buy include Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Air Force, Navy, our military men. These people don't buy them. These people are proper mercenaries where get guns. They're involved in kidnapping. They go enter villages, carry young girls from the age of 10 up. From the age of 9, 10 up. They'll pack them, enter inside bush. They'll sleep with those girls. They go knock them forceful entry. Some of them go born inside that bush. Those children now, they'll come raise them again to be terrorists. And at the end of the day, these people are not supposed to buy, when I bring them, give them peace deal, when I give them amnesty. Then on the other hand, there's a guy called Nnamdi Kanu, where when I say when I carry for treasonable offense, when I say in they instigate violence, you understand? And you say he said a couple of things, right? But guess what? This one no do waiting those other ones too, but you keep him for prison. Do you understand? What are you keeping him for? And most of the things you are alleging that he said does not have proof. That is why we never be prosecutor up till now. We still the debate for court for over how many years. But this is number one. Number two, you see, a lot of you don't know that this Nnamdi Kanu matter has a lot to do with some politics that is not politics. In what sense? 50% of the people keeping Nnamdi Kanu in detention is actually some of the Igbo elites. Some of the big business Igbo men that don't want him to come out, right? It's not just the government alone. Some of the big business Igbo men, because they see it as, if this guy comes like this, our business is under threat. Because his fights, if these fights continue, bro, it's going to be a problem for us. I don't know if you understand. That's why you see that the big business Igbo men, they will not put their mouths, they will not lend their voice for Nnamdi Kanu. See him as even their media spaces have been controlled, right, by this elite. You shouldn't talk about Nnamdi Kanu or talk about his release. Do you understand? Now when we say they won't go protest now when I show already. If any Igbo won't try to join, it gets media team where they don't set up. Those media team will just go online, go to right, say they are planning to set the Igbos up so that if they go and protest, they go by them. They want to reduce the numbers of the Igbos. They want to. That's what you see all over social media. Show what has been used so that you will draw the Igbos out. Let the government. I will expect that to come soon. The Ohaneses. This guy has been in prison for over how many years? Other people will do worse than waiting that they allege them, that they give them peace deal, that they free them, that they go their house. But this guy man, they for sale. But anyways, 20th is the date. Oh no, the Ninja. 20th is the date. For me personally, what am I trying to say? From my own angle, right? It's simple. It's injustice against him. If you are giving people peace deal, for people who do bigger crimes, he deserves a peace deal as well. Yes, leave him alone. Free him. Let him go back to his people. It's as easy as ABCD. Free him. So, I'm not gonna go. Anyways, peace and love. Don't play. If you play gun now, you will learn the hard way.
And this might be the moment that all of us are waiting for. The moment that we have been praying for. The moment that all of us have been waiting for revolution in Nigeria. I know that word is what they will hold. Oh, they want to fight the revolution like Nepal. Oh, that protest will not hold. Tear gas. Pum, 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 pum. Oh, Chinorambo. You know, they will not send the commando. You know, all of them. So, pum, pum. You see them in the streets. Now, they will start showing power. The same gullible military that this Fulani are buying, all of this are sharing the power. Yo! Let's finish the peaceful protesters. They don't carry anything. Ba, 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 ba. They start buying there. They will, no, they take glory in that. Peaceful protester. They will not send you to the forest. They send you now, they send you to the forest. You cannot do anything. Anything we are doing in Nigeria, when you see people in the streets, they are not doing it for themselves. They are doing it for you and for them and for the betterment of everybody in Nigeria. Just that there are some elites who felt that they have power. And the power they think they have is not the muzzle. No. The power they think they have is the same power you give to them. And that might power you give to them is the people they think they can bought their conscience. Who the e-talks, they can cause on certain people and pay them money. Oh, yeah, go scatter the protest. Or yeah, go to constitute nuisance. Those one, because of 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, they'll carry dagger and go to the street. Oh yeah, you don't protest. At the end of the day, everybody will remain in perpetual bondage. Anyway, I also want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
They are asking Igbos, may you embrace peace. As if I went to Villa and begged Nigerian nation. Ifeanyi made a statement in the same line. I want to say to you, my brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Senate President, convey this one message on behalf of these Igbos who are seated, that the best way to honor this great young man is the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So the Igbos can go home and reorganize their place. And I know you, Senator Akpabio, that even if you don't want to do it, send this message. For the sake of your wife, who is our daughter, send this message and get us a result. Or else, your wife is not too far from taking back home. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we are particularly happy that you are always coming to associate yourself with things like this. Nigeria still remains very grateful. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
It's simple. Nnamdi Kanu should be released. No option A, no option B. There is nothing they can do. We are not asking you to sentence him anymore. Release him because he deserves it. If you can sit down and grant amnesty to bandits, there's nothing. They really, this thing just also occurred to me. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu recently grants 175 ex-convicts, not even ex-convicts, convicts. People, I mean, people that have been sentenced to death by whatever means, people that have been persecuted by the courts. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if you check the list from A to Z, all Northerners, he freed them. He said, oh, is he clemency? Oh, he signed up, clemency. These people are free. Free. They refuse to free Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu don't deserve the federal pardon. Nnamdi Kanu does not deserve, or any Igbo man does not deserve the pardon of the federal government. Only the Muslim person. This particular lady that is circulating, according to her, they say, Ikpa her husband. Ikpa like this. After Ikpa, court saw what she did and court said, you want too much. You are sentenced to Ikpa. Now, after 4 years, a beautiful young lady, one senator must have used her own influence, or one senator must have used his own influence. They said, oh, this person deserve to leave. They now grant her bail. Talk more about the remaining bandits that they free, the highly criminals. Or are you going to talk about the bandits that are in the streets right now, roaming here and there, living a free life? Anyway, I want you guys to watch this particular video of
Special pardon, offense committed, October 2025. Drugs, 29.2%. Unlawful mining, 24%. Homicide, 13.5%. Fraud and corruption, 12.3%. Hijacking, 5.3%. Firearms, 2.3%. Robbery and theft, 2.3%. Human trafficking, 1.8%. You see, at these rates, let's all go mad together. Because if we have now become a nation where we pardon criminals, criminals that our institutions fought hard to convict, then President Tinubu, in your next pardon, I have some names for you. You must pardon Lawrence Omajiakpo Anini. You must pardon Oyenusi, the criminal. You must pardon Shekau. Look at the joke Nigeria has become. You pardon all these people that have perpetrated heinous crimes, then you now have to drag the name of Herbert Macaulay in it to make it look legitimate. You now have to drag some of our founding fathers in it to make it, after you pardon all the criminals. Look at Farouk Lawan. There was a sting operation where the state security agencies, they were the ones that baited him with the bribe, the marked notes. He pardoned him. So what nation do we have? What nation, I ask, do we have? But in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, people have been speaking. Some Igbo, top leaders came to Buhari last time to seek a peaceful resolution to the matter. No. Nnamdi Kanu is not being granted access to see doctors. That's why they're not even asking for pardon, access to see doctors. But all of a sudden, we are seeing all of this pardon flying around. So what lessons do we want for children, the generations yet unborn? A woman, we took the story here, planned the attack for good measure, also lacerated the husband's body. You say you talk to the woman's family before you pass. So the husband family, they have nothing. How would the husband family feel today?
And that's the right question.
See, the prerogative of mercy is expected that a president will be able to, dispense that prerogative reasonably. But as it is today, like somebody was saying today, I think they should be adding civil society so that we can circumvent the names brought forward. You see, our nation has just become a joke where anything happens. At this rate, we'll start pardoning certificate forgers if they will not even give themselves pardon already. Right. So what kind of nation are we living in? What kind of generation do we want to give? What kind of country?
All right, I rest my case here. I love you guys. God love you more. If you love us, the only way you can show your love to us is to like this video. Above all, go out and protest. Me personally, I will do front line. Holy, holy, holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Holy, holy, holy. Nnamdi Kanu. All of us will come out and protest that very day. Enough is enough. You cannot treat all of us equally, so you should grant the Igbo people to go. If you say, oh, they can never live as equal as every Nigerian. The problem is that some people are fighting the musician or the businessman. These people cannot talk. Go and look at what's happened in Lagos State. Because these people vote against this current state governor and Tinubu, go and look at what is happening in Lagos State. They are destroying all their businesses. In first, they started with market, they put fire. The next thing they said, in other markets, they go bulldozer and down. Oh, the other one, they enter their estate, destroy all their estates, scatter everywhere, make sure say they suffer all the Igbos. Because these are businessmen, because they just shook mouth. You think that you are waiting for one kind of business or one big man for Igbo can't talk for them. They can't, except they are politicians. If they talk, Caterpillar will come to their house, come destroy their property. You start to see scrutiny. They start to tighten their business. Oh, sanction their business. Oh, this kind of business is illegal. That's why they can't talk. Don't blame the musician. Don't blame the celebrity. Because once they spill out anything, the government will hold it and use it against them. So you personally that are individual that have nothing to lose are supposed to be the one on the front line. You must protest. You must come out to hold this government accountable. If they refuse to release him, then the basic thing that is necessary will be done. Maybe this is the moment God wants us to fight for that revolution that all of us have been waiting for. Anyway, I rest my case here. I love you guys. Peace out.